Hey, Spirit and Transition fans, this is Matthew Corin checking in for our December newsletter. I'm very excited this month. I've been really inspired coming out of some teaching that I experienced recently in November. I was up there learning about the Ensophilic ray healing technique and got to experience Epsissimus Hideto Nagagome, who came over from Japan. I've always loved getting some time with this incredible teacher of the Ensophilic ray healing modality. But it reminded me of one of his more powerful teachings, in my opinion, around bringing passion back into your life. So many of us walk around sort of uninspired or unfocused and kind of not clear on direction. I get a lot of people who feel inspired when I say, hey, you have a way here to understand your true purpose. And oftentimes when we do know our true purpose as a sort of guiding star, it helps us prioritize, it helps us make decisions, it helps us focus our life and our energy towards something that's meaningful and fulfilling and brings joy ultimately, hopefully is what it's doing, if that's your true purpose. And so I just wanted to remind you to not rest, to seek, to look for what really enlivens your heart and brings your inner energy and your inner passion, and I'll say even your inner seductive energy up, because that's what's going to make you inspired with life. That's where the type of energy where you jump out of bed in the morning and you're super excited to go about your day, because there's something seductive about the purpose. There's something energizing about the purpose. There's a reason why you're excited to do the work. It's unique to you, and it gives you some sort of payoff or payback to do that work. For me, my purpose is to work on balancing the masculine and feminine energies for the purpose of manifestation. And that means something to me. It may not mean anything to you, but for me, it impacts everything that I do in my life, and it energizes everything I do in my life when I'm in alignment with that purpose. And so if anything, the mystery school teachings and the lineage teachings are showing us a way to stay on that path. And the more deeply I go into these teachings, the more the stark contrast when I'm not on my path and it's apparent in my life, and I get really either bored or I get really I start engaging in laziness. I start getting just uninspired when I'm not doing things in alignment with that work. So I just want to encourage you to continue to search for and find. And if you feel inspired, to leverage the lineage tools to find your true purpose, because every initiation, every teaching will get you closer to knowing thyself. That's the purpose of all of these teachings, is to know thyself and empower you to find that inner glow, that inner spark, right? So I'm excited to announce this weekend we have our Become a Crystal Healer workshop. There's going to be Sacred Geo 1 activation at 1 p.m. on Saturday here at Temple Medicine, and then following up at 11 a.m. on Sunday. Adelie, a wonderful guide from Miami who's moved here recently from Toronto, is going to be teaching the Sacred Geo 2 class, which is all about crystal magic. So you're going to learn different techniques to do crystal healing on yourself and your clients or others, as well as learn how to grid a space with crystals using a lineage methodology that really works. I've lived in crystal grids now ever since I took this course, and it's magical what it does for protection, for energy, for balance, for harmony. And so if you want to weave all those things in, I encourage you to do that. Also, Epsissimus Dave, one of the senior teachers and instructors in the Modern Mystery School, has published his book, You Are Not Perfect the Way You Are, 11 Keys to Master Your Life, which you can get here over at Temple Medicine as well if you're interested. And I've already had a couple people that have been triggered by that title, true to form. I always remind people that studying in this true tradition is all about, well, any transformation practice is always happening at the boundaries. It's always happening at your boundaries. If it was comfortable, if it was inside the fence, if it wasn't confronting, basically, then really there's not a motivation for change. But the motivation for change comes when we're really encountering our boundaries. And so if you're feeling pushed, if you're feeling like, oh, I don't quite agree with that, that's a really good thing. That means the mystery teachings are working, because we're trying to expand consciousness. In order to do that, we need to operate at the boundaries. And so if you haven't found your boundary yet, I encourage you to let loose a little bit and try on maybe, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, maybe that's true. I don't know. Let me be curious about it. Let me take it on for a little bit and see how it fits. Maybe even if I don't ultimately take it on as like my life philosophy, maybe it teaches me something in the process. And so I encourage all of you to read the book. You know, you can go travel on an airplane and experience just Dave's teachings, or you can get it into the comfort of your own home. There's some really powerful keys in there to empower your life. So I encourage you, if you haven't already got the book, to order it, or you can contact me and I can get you a copy as well. And again, all excited this month. Have a happy holiday if I don't talk to you before then. And we look forward to seeing you also in the new year. All right, much love. Matthew Corin here signing out, and we'll talk hopefully soon. Please contact me if you haven't been in touch in a while. I'd love to hear from you.